Hey guys, Brent Gallagher here at Westview Fitness. I want to let you know we put together a warm-up routine that's appropriate for all ages. It takes 5 to 15 minutes, just depending on how much time that you're going to have to prepare for the round. It's very simple moves that you can do within the space of 5 yards. If you have a little bit more room, you can expand it out and go about 10 yards at most with these moves here. Each one you can pick to choose, depending on time again, 5 to 15 reps of each one. With the movement-based stuff, anywhere between 5 and 10 yards. Keep it simple, break a sweat, feel nice and relaxed before you step up onto the first tee. Hope you enjoy. Here we have the mini band walks. What we're doing is making sure that we're leading with the knee as we push across here to the side. So we're going to take about 5-10 steps down to the right, 5-10 steps back down to the left. And what we're doing is working on turning on the hips, that lateral power. So when you step up to drive from the tee box, you're getting the full power of things. So we're working side to side, and we're also going to turn and we're going to go forward and backwards here in this one. Our feet are apart. It's just like we're on a railroad tracks. Stepping forward, right, then left, and we're gonna come backwards doing the exact same thing. Right, then left, and making sure that we keep at all times, we're keeping this distance between the knees, because what's gonna wanna happen is the knees are gonna wanna buckle in here, and that's telling us that these hips are not turned on. So as we push out against the knees here, we're getting a lot more stability working out of the hips. Here we have the spider bands. This is what the spider band's working on, is a lot of hip mobility out of this left side here. We're also getting a lot to the thoracic spine here. So a lot of the turns that you get there, you get into the back side of your swing. Very important that we get into thoracic spine mobility. That's between the belly button and the chest area. This allows us to get back into our backswing a little bit further, get a little bit more power onto the ball, help hit it just a little bit further. But as you see, when he comes up here, he's reaching straight up. His eyes are looking up towards his fingertips as well here. He's going to take it down. We're going to drop that shoulder down as deep as we can. Getting a lot of work down here onto the hip. And we'll take it up one more time here. Reaching straight on up. And then we're taking it right on back down. Working on the knee hugs here this time here. What the knee hugs going to do is really open up the front side of the hips. So you've been sitting in the car. You've been sleeping all night long there. We're going to turn the front part of the hips on here. So what Ben's going to do is he's going to demonstrate this. He's going to bend forward, bring the knee up to his chest. Nice and tall. And then come back down again here. On this flip side here, this one, you watch from this toe. He's going to raise up onto the toe, nice and tall, coming right on back down again. And again, watch this with the top part of his chest. He's forward, he's going to get tall into extension, raise up onto the toe. Not rushing through it, taking it very slow, working on the balance here. Good, and working on the drive to the calves there, especially helping you off where you're coming off the drives there. Pushing off that back foot. Next we're going to get into a little bit of movement here. We're really going to start driving into the hips now, turning on the glutes, turning on the hamstrings there, turning on your core just a little bit. Also break a sweat while we're at it here. Ben's going to start off with this, just a lateral shuffle. He's shuffling over and then back. He's keeping himself low to the ground there, keeping the legs engaged, keeping the core engaged. He's got a good flat back, good posture. Next, he's going to immediately just move into the karaoke. The karaoke, we're going to make sure that we're working on a good rotation here through the upper body here. So watch his feet there, nice and quick with the hips. He's not moving fast down the floor. He's just moving his hips, a big range of motion there, back and forth, back and forth. And then the last little bit of movement that we're going to do here is working on a little bit of a skipping motion here. And we're worried about height over speed here. So he gets up as high as he can, drop into that bottom toe each time. Good posture, driving to the toe, get up as high as you can possibly get each time. After the movement side of things with the shuffling and the karaoke, we're going to get a little bit more of the activation side. So we're going to start off first with the reverse lunge. So as he steps back here with the right leg, he's rotating here through the upper body. We're getting a good stretch through the chest, through the lats down here, down into the hip flexors here. He's really reaching the fingertips up towards the sky here on this one. He's going to step back. We're going to repeat it with the opposite leg here on this one. Now you can see he rotates around. It's a good rotation. The fingertips are reaching up here. It's that good stretch all the way down here. And then the last little step. It's a good turn and a reach, coming right back. On the flip side of that, we're going to go straight forward here next. As he steps forward into this one here, he's going to step forward with the left leg. He's going to open up to the left. Right? Eyes are going to stay looking forward. Right hand staying pointed straight forward here with this one. Really getting this good thoracic spine mobility. Getting a good stretch for the hip flexors here on this one. He's going to come up there, switch sides. Opens opens it up nice and wide here in this one. Again, we're trying to make sure that everything stays straight. We can draw a straight line from fingertip to fingertip, and then in line here with the knee too as well. The knee's not rotating out, it's holding in a straight line here, and then he comes right up out of it. It'll take us into the last phase of our warm-up here. We're gonna go quick little accelerations on this. So we're talking only 5 yards, just a quick little explosive movement, and then slow it right on down here for us. So as he does this here, it's very quick to take off, boom, turns, walks back down to the beginning here. He's gonna turn again. It's a quick little acceleration, 5 steps at most. Go, boom, good. And it's just working on that quick foot explosion there. Every time you step up there to the T-box there, and you get that quick little movement going down, that's all we're working on. Trying to make sure that we're turned everything on before we get into this last acceleration we've got going on here. So we hit about 3 or 4 of these just to kind of finish things off for us. Last little sprint here. And you're golden. It's that simple there. 5-10 minutes. Work it fairly quickly. Make sure we do this before we pick up the clubs. It's not pick up the clubs, swing, and then do this warm up. It's warm up the body first. Turn on the muscles, break a little bit, sweat, step out into the first tee, and you're playing lights out. Have a good one.